Hello children, today we are going to see how to describe a line graph. Let's see the steps. Number 1. Have a clear introduction. Try to include all information from the two axes and the names of categories. Can you see this axis? X-axis, Y-axis. Number 2. Put all main trends in an overview statement. This should be contained in one paragraph. Do not divide your key points into different paragraphs. Make sure you include the main increases and decreases shown. Use a range of vocabulary and do not make spelling mistakes. Use different verbs and nouns. Use a range of adjectives and adverbs. Vary your time phrases. Lists of verbs and nouns that can be used to describe a line graph. Can you see this arrow, children? And the line in the graph which is going upwards, this is upward trend. To describe this, we can use the verbs rise, a rise, increase, an increase, climb, a climb, grow, a growth, go up. Can you see this graph and the arrow which is going down? So in this line graph, we can see the graph going down, which is called downward trend, and we can use the words decrease, a decrease, drop, a drop, fall, a fall, decline, a decline. Other vocabulary which can be used and make our paragraph sound good are fluctuate, a fluctuation, dip, a dip, remain, stable, remain unchanged, level off, peak at, reach a peak of, hit a high of, hit a low of, bottom out, plateau. Number 4. Don't always give from this time to that time, from this amount to that amount kind of expression for the amounts. Sometimes you can give the difference. It increased by double or it decreased by double, so on and so forth. Number 5. Put numbers or percentages to support your sentences in the body paragraph. Failure to do that will result in a low score. Number 6. Organize your body paragraphs logically so it is easy for the examiner to read. Leave an empty line between paragraphs to make them easier to see. This is not a rule, it is a strong recommendation. Number 7. If the line graph contains many lines and a lot of movement, be selective. You are being marked on your ability to select key features. Now I am going to give you one example. The line graph illustrates the amount of three kinds of spreads: margarine, low fat and reduced spreads, and butter, which were consumed over 26 years from 1981 to 2007. Units are measured in grams. Now see this line graph, children. X-axis, you can see the year 1981, 86, 91, 96, 2001, 2007. Y-axis, you can see the units in grams: 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180. Now green color denotes butter, blue denotes margarine, and the brown denotes low fat and reduced spreads. Can you see this line graph which represents consumption of spreads? Overall, the consumption of margarine and butter decreased over the period given, while for low fat and reduced spreads it rose. At the start of the period, butter was the most popular spread, which was replaced by margarine from 1991 to 2001. And following that, low fat and reduced spreads became the most widely used spread in the final years. With regards to the amount of butter used, it began at around 140 grams and then peaked at 160 grams in 1986 before falling dramatically to about 50 grams in the last year. Likewise, approximately 90 grams of margarine was eaten in the first year, after which the figure fluctuated slightly and dropped to a low of 40 grams in 2007. On the other hand, the consumption of low fats and reduced spreads only started in 1996 at about 10 grams. This figure, which reached a high of just over 80 grams 5 years later, fell slightly in the final years to approximately 70 grams in 2007. Tips for line graphs: paraphrase the line graph information for your introduction. Put main trends and any other key features in an overall statement. Make sure each body, paragraph, sentence has numbers and dates to support it. Hope you have understood, children. Thank you. We'll meet again with some new topic. Have a nice day.